After witnessing dominant post moves and uncontestable post hop shots, I knew what I needed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Post scorer builds in NBA 2K24. They're looking scary. All right, let's get right into it. We're not going to waste any time. Post scoring builds are going to be a problem yet again, just like always. Now, the build that we're going to look at is a 7-3. We're going to crank this weight up to 290 pounds. And we are going to have max wingspan, all right? Now, I'm interested to see how I can tweak this when the real game drops. Now, as you guys know, some of these badge requirements over here, right, are not up to date because the builder they gave us at Community Day was not finished, and they've made changes since then. So if you want the most up-to-date badge requirement, like thresholds for attributes, check out NBA 2K Labs. They have the whole chart there for absolutely free, and they have the premium content. Now, the premium content's got the Jumpshot Data and all them secret sauces that all the top players use. So if you want to check them out for the premium content, use code Joe. You'll get a nice little discount. But like I said, for the badge requirements and a ton of other info, it's completely free. Definitely recommend it. Link in the description. Now, like I said, the build we're going to check out is a 7'3", 290-pound max wingspan post scorer. I'm interested to see how I could tweak this build once the full game drops and maybe get some speed and make it more viable for like the 5s and the 3s court. But this build on the 1s and the 2s court, especially early in the game when people still haven't figured out really what they want to make, and they're going to be out there with builds with, let's say, no strength or low interior or whatever the case may be in the park on the 1s and the 2s. Once again, the post scoring build is going to be absolutely toxic. And just look at what this build has. 93 close shot and 92 post control. First things first, you get gold unpluckable. All the 6-8 builds y'all have been watching on YouTube the past couple days had silver unpluckable because they can't get high enough ball handle to get gold. But yet, with 92 post control, we get gold unpluckable. So that's beautiful. And on top of it, gold drop stepper, hook specialist Hall of Fame, post fade phenom Hall of Fame, post spin technician Hall of Fame, dream shake Hall of Fame. Post fade phenom, I really like how it felt. I tested it with Jokic and with Kobe when we were playing the community day version of the game. And I ain't gonna lie, liked it a lot. And we get a 78 mid-range on this build. That gives us bronze blinders and silver midi magician. And y'all saw them Jokic hop shots. That's with a 6'11" post score jumping that high, rising up over 2 defenders uncontested. So what do y'all think is gonna happen when a 7'3" player does it? Like, I had a clip go when I was talking about that post hop shot. People thought I was saying that it deserved to be contested. I wasn't saying it deserved to be contested. My brain was working 5 steps ahead, and I was saying if 6'11" Jokic is shooting over 2 defenders, what do we think a 7'3" post scorer is gonna do when they have midi magician on silver, post fade phenom on Hall of Fame, 78 mid range, or even more, right? You could turn your wingspan down and get even more mid range. It's going to be very, very, very difficult to stop a skilled post scorer. On top of that, we're getting the 80 standing dunk, right? So it's not like we have to lay it up or shoot the ball every time or do a hook. We'll throw it down too with the standing dunk, all right? Now, we don't unlock rise up because our vertical doesn't go high enough, but I ain't going to lie, I'm not really worried about that. 95 strength to get Hall of Fame back down Punisher. Gold bulldozer. We got the fearless finisher on gold, and this immovable enforcer on this version of the build is gold, but with the badge requirements that have been updated, it would be on Hall of Fame. So not only are you a big body on offense, you are the biggest body on defense. Paint defense on this build, I don't see it being an issue. Like, you're so big, pause. You're so thick, pause. And you're so long, pause. But you're all 3 of those things, and you're gonna have immovable enforcer on Hall of Fame. I like it. And remember, this immovable enforcer, I'm about to give y'all a little bit of sauce right now. And I don't even know if it's sauce, but it feels in my brain, it feels like it could be sauce. So even on this build, I'm gonna have 40 perimeter defense or 40 something perimeter defense. So I'm not gonna be that quick laterally. I'm a big body though. I'm gonna take him some space, and I got listen, I'm good with the sticks, pause. So I'm gonna be able to stay in front of some people. But what's gonna happen with the movable enforcer on Hall of Fame on a build like this? Because this badge right here helps you not only bump in the paint, but also bump on the perimeter. So even though I don't have clamps, I'm gonna have Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. So am I still gonna be like super bumpy on the perimeter, even though I don't have high perimeter defense and clamps? I feel like it shouldn't, but I feel like that's a mistake 2K might potentially make, especially with a new badge that nobody's really tested out yet in online gameplay. So that's a little bit of sauce to look out for, because I'm gonna check back in with y'all on that, because I'm gonna test it on a build. I'm gonna have this on Hall of Fame with low perimeter and see, like, am I getting them big body bumps on the perimeter and walling people off as they try to rim run? Because literally Wolf, who was a dev on the game and he used to play in the NBA 2K League, told me immovable enforcer not only works on the paint, but on the perimeter, as you can see right here, when defending ball handlers and finishers. All right, so I'm interested to see what happens with that, but let's finish the build. All right, so we got our offense basically all set, and it is unbelievably overpowered at 7 foot. I'm sorry, I said overpowered. I don't even want to say overpowered, because listen, when I say overpowered, I just mean really good. Okay, like it's really, really good, and it's going to be really tough for someone to stop unless they pull up with a 7-3 center. And even if they do, if you're able to utilize that mid-range game, you're still going to be very tough to stop. So a skilled post scorer this year, look out. It's going to be scary. All right. I went 86 on the O board to get the silver rebound chaser, but again, badge requirements have changed. I believe now the requirement is 83, so I could have saved some badge points here. But on this version of the build, like I said, I had to do that to get the silver rebound chaser. Obviously, like I said, when the game comes out, I would make an updated version of this build. Just use these builds, like I said, as use it for informational purposes to kind of see what type of build you want to make and how you want to mold your build, okay? I don't know how many times I got to say that. But we got 86 block, 77 interior. I'm sorry, 87 block. That's gonna give us that silver anchor, right? Silver anchor, silver rebound chaser. We're only 94 overall. Got to get some stamina in there, of course. And I'm not gonna sit here with no 71 defensive rebound, even though, like, yeah, I'm 7'3" max wingspan playing on like the 1s court or the 2s court. We're going up to 80 just to keep it, you know, in respectable range. We still got 3 more. So first thing, if you're playing the 1s court solely as the 1s court, you're gonna save a lot of attributes because you don't need to put up pass accuracy at all, right? Like, you don't need passing badges to play the 1s court. But if you're going to play any other game mode, you want some pass accuracy, even if it's on the 2s, just so if they double you, you can like kick it to the corner or kick it to the top of the key and not have the pass be super slow. But if you're a 1s court player, you could soup up that defense even more. But I'm going to go 70 on the pass for this version of the build, just so it's like somewhat viable on the 2s and the 3s. Well, I said 3s. I ain't going to lie, I'm probably not playing 3s on the post score. I meant to say 5s. But even the 5s, I'd want a little bit more pass because I only got that bronze break starter. But hey, you got gold unpluckable, so bring it up the court, why don't you? I don't know. But really, I made it for the 2s, right? It's a post-scoring build. Made it for the 2s court. You know, you got a little bit of extra attributes. But, I mean, overall, the way the mid-range game looks and the way the standing layup meter looks, I just feel like this build is going to be any post-scorer this year. In terms of, I'm just playing with attributes, trying to put them somewhere, see what I can get. But any skilled post scorer this year, man, they are going to have an arsenal of options to go to offensively. Combine that, especially early in the year before guards really figure out how to move quickly. And a lot of the game in terms of winning in the park early in the year is just protecting the paint. You're going to be able to do that. You're literally the biggest body you can possibly be with solid defensive stats, ridiculous strength, Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. Like, I'm going to tweak this a little bit, obviously, since the badge requirements have changed. And also, I might make maybe a shorter version to try to get more speed. But overall, just like generally using this to look at how post scores are going to look, it's looking real scary, bro. Like, real scary. I think with the combination of Golden Hall of Fame badges, with the size and the power and the attributes of 93 close shot, 80 standing dunk, 92 post control, 78 mid range, might knock with the, like I said, knock the wingspan down just a little to get a little bit more mid range maybe. But even 78, I feel like you're going to be chicken with the amount of badge combinations you have. And I didn't even touch on this. Hold on, I'm so sorry. this pro touch, now that the fact that now we're going to use layup timing probably and keep our layup meter on, that green window on your standing layups, your post hooks, it's going to be huge with Hall of Fame pro touch. I just feel like everything, you know, like you're cooking something up and all the ingredients just mesh perfectly to take advantage of certain things. That's what this build is. Like, you're going to take advantage of your matchup in the park, because who's going to make a 7-3 to guard somebody? Like, they're not gonna. They're gonna. Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. I talk long enough, man. Let's look at the player comparisons. You actually get shades of Yao Ming, which is pretty cool. I feel like that's pretty unique because he's like, what, 7'5", 7'6". You don't usually get that. But then how the hell am I compared to Rudy Gobert? He couldn't get a bucket if his life was on the line. Anyways, inside the arc score, if you're looking for the best guard builds on the game, 99 3-pointer, 96 3-pointer, 92 3-pointer, Steph Curry type vibes, click that video right there. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!